Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. This is a revisit for me. Flipside India Pale Ale. It's a red IPA, or really it's a red, hoppy red ale is what they really are.
Okay.
You know.
So this is my first time when I was doing a duo on it, so we're going to go ahead and try this out. This comes in at a 6.2 or 4% alcohol. So the alcohol per volume is about normal, what you'd give in an IPA. Anything, I'm thinking IPAs and anything over 6.
You would hope in England they might be lower. But what do the English know about IPAs? I had
Right, they didn't even try to make them. They originally made pale ales. They turned into IPAs.
Right, no, but they kind of invented IPAs. I had somebody telling me that one time. What do the English know about IPAs? I said, well, it started there. Yeah, they made pale ales and then they became IPAs, right?
Right, because it goes back to when England was out conquering parts of the New Worlds, as they saw that,
the old world,
and which was actually old worlds, correct. Part of the daily rations was 2 pints of beer. So
6.2. No IBUs listed. Strange. But I'm sure they listed on their website because they're pretty good about
I'm sure you want the swish and pour, so I don't know why you're taking a pour first.
Oh, no, there's more than enough for a swish and pour.
Okay.
More than enough. Believe me, you believe you me.
You can have it. I don't want it.
You don't want it?
I don't see the point of getting sediment.
I do.
And what is your philosophy on that?
Because it's a bunch of yeast and it adds to the flavor. And furthermore, it's not going to hurt you.
Yeah, just put more yeast into your body and see what happens.
You'll be healthy.
So dead yeast? That's dead yeast.
You'll be
That is dead yeast.
So, alright. Now,
So
spongy, bone colored. Yeah, bone colored.
yeah,
Like a bone in a boneyard.
like tooth color.
Yeah, right. Ivory. Okay, ivory. Excuse me. And it's rust red.
Yeah,
You know, red like rust. Like
Yeah.
rust.
like Dex's orange. Dex's orange.
No, it's not that bright.
Well,
The Longhorns.
it could be.
That's pretty dark. Okay.
It's pretty much the color of a brown beer bottle.
And that's why I said hoppy red ale,
Yeah.
because pale, pale ale, pale meaning light. I don't see too much lightness here.
No. So this is really a red ale that they hopped up.
That's what I would say. Now, if it tastes really great, then that's what matters, and I don't
Oddly
care.
enough, you're wearing a red shirt, and it's definitely not the same color as your shirt.
No, because this is more like rust,
Right.
and this is
Why
more
do you
like
just call it a rust IPA?
vermilion or something. I don't know, because people wouldn't want to buy it. Okay.
You think they would actually think that there's
Well,
rust
I
in
think
it?
Corona
soda-
beer.
Right, yeah.
So what do you expect?
During these last few months that we've been inundated with the COVID, there's been tales going around of how sales of Corona
Don't even entertain.
dropped.
Don't even entertain it because it's actually going up after the initial idiocy passed.
Right.
We got other idiocies to deal with. Now this smells.
True that.
It smells pungent. It smells tannic, like these red ales smell, like
Yeah.
tannins. You ready to taste it? Because there's not a whole lot of aroma, really.
Let's taste it.
Mm. Yeah. It's like quasi IPA, it's like half red ale and half IPA because you get the IPA, you get the IBUs, like the hop resins, hop oils. You do get that. And it's so Sierra Nevada like. They have like a house style.
Yeah.
And then
Like a Beta has the same house stuff.
yeah, many companies do. And then you got the malts, of course, naturally.
Yeah.
Then you got
It's
the
very malt forward.
tannins, which is like tea leaves kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. It's almost like an IPA, then a strong ale, and then like some kind of barley wine mixed in one.
Yeah, I wasn't really
It's
getting
weird.
barley wine from it because barley wine is usually so much stronger. You just get that.
No, I mean like the qualities. You know, you're talking about tannins and teas and stuff like that. I mean, the only thing it's missing is maybe a little, I don't know, like maybe some toffee.
Yeah. Talking about barley wines, it's sad. Around Louisiana, and I shop around, you know, I'm not just like not going anywhere. Bigfoot, ain't seen it in a long time. Old stock ale from
I had 2019 Bigfoot.
2020's been out for months. I hadn't seen it.
Well, you gotta admit this is a weird year, so you're lucky.
Okay.
You're lucky to get what you get.
I get that, but still, this is going back more than before this year. And I haven't seen old stock ale for a long time. I haven't seen old foghorn. When's the last time you saw old foghorn? That's a long time.
Last year. You're not shopping in the
You were looking on the internet or something?
No.
Old foghorn?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You went on a trip to San Francisco or something?
No, it's here, New Orleans. You don't go to New Orleans looking for beer.
I do sometimes.
Where do you go?
Well,
Where's your go-to store?
I guess they're in Jefferson Parish.
Yeah, yeah, in the lines of Orleans.
I got my reasons.
Okay.
Valid reasons. Like the owner of certain stores saying, "What? That's what you want?" I'm like, I don't need to deal with this, you know.
Yeah, that owner of that certain store got his self put on a can of beer that's the color of green antifreeze.
Yeah. But I mean, I might get over it. I might let it go. It's been 4 years. I might let it go and go to the Bat Cave and see what they got.
I guess if he invites you back.
Well, of course he invites me back.
They
I'm
do
paying
have
money.
they do have the right to refuse.
Yeah, we don't have a conflict.
That we know of.
No, there's no conflict. And just don't.
That we know of.
Anyway, I haven't seen those. This is a good beer. I would say it's a 93.
I'm gonna give it less of a score because it's a mixed unit type beer to me.
A mixed unit.
Yeah. So I would give it like I don't know, I'd give it like a 90, maybe
A
a
9 unit. A 90?
Maybe. Yeah, it's a really good beer, but
It's kind of strange.
it is kind of strange. You know, it's like you said. You know, it's a cross between this and a cross between that. I mean, what is a red IPA? What is it?
A hoppy red ale.
Yeah. So you hopped up a red ale,
Nothing wrong with
and
that.
it tastes really good. But do we have to put IPA on everything?
Well, you know, that goes back to like 2010 when everything was an IPA. Black IPAs. Red IPAs, you know what I'm saying? And then that kind of washed out. And then they went to something else where everything
So what
was...
you're saying? This might be a throwback.
It's kind of a throwback. Yeah, I think Flipside is kind of a throwback. It's like a decade old.
Maybe that's why it gets its name Flipside.
No.
Maybe in the name and the taste of the beer is synonymous. I mean, it's a flip side. It's more than something.
Well, it's an alternative.
Right.
It's an oddity. Yeah, but I'm happy with it. I mean, I wouldn't criticize it.
Yeah, it's a good beer, but it's just kind of weird. So with that said,
So you're saying 90, I'm saying 93, so A and A minus, but anyway, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with everything. I'm fine with shopping at those stores eventually when I get my feelings not being hurt. And but actually I can just find so many things in Jefferson Parish, you know what I'm saying? I just, it's not like I'm running out of options there. You understand?
I do.
Plus it's a lot easier to park.
This is true. There's always free parking in Jefferson.
I mean, some of these places, when I go to a beer store and I gotta park like, and then I gotta try to wedge the thing in there.
Or you gotta pay for a parking spot. What's up with that? Half of Orleans Parish where you go anyway is suburbia.
And I'm tired of getting tickets.
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous. You got parking limits here, parking limits there. For
See,
what?
You just kind of like bolstered my argument. All right, anyway, so Les Le Bon Temps Relais, an excellent product anyway, low excellent. medium, excellent.
No, I wouldn't say it's excellent. I'd say it's just very good.
That would be a B plus.
All right, well, it's a B plus then.
It ain't a 90, it's like an 89.
Okay, well, it's an 89 then. Now we're playing on numbers.
I taught high school. Numbers mattered, especially when they're trying to pick who's the valedictorian. Okay, so
I attended high school.
we're gonna end. You did graduate. We're gonna end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.
Drink better beers, kids.